Howdy y'all. We're back out in the garden today. We got all of our other stuff done, and it's the first part of the week. We got 2 days of good clear weather, and then it's going to start raining for about 5. So we're going to get some onions in the ground today, and we're going to get some onions. We're going to start getting some onions in the ground. Probably won't get them in the ground till tomorrow, but I'm going to do some things different this year. I saw a video from Deep South Homestead of where they went to a farm and they picked onions, and these people had taken these onions and planted them under black plastic, and the onion grew up out. They had a slit, and the onion grew up out of the ground, out of the slit, and they were pulling those onions out, and they were as big as baseballs, softballs, some of them. And no weeding. The only problem is, you'd say, well, how you gonna get water on them? Well, I've got that solution too, and that solution came from Grower Solution. It's called drip tape. What we're going to do today is we're going to throw us up a bed out here in the garden, and we're going to lay this drip tape down first, and we're going to bury it in that bed. Throw that bed up, and we're going to come along behind that, and we're going to put this black plastic, this 6mm plastic I've got, we're going to lay that over the top of it, and then we'll anchor it down. We'll throw some dirt up on it, take our Hiller furrower and throw some dirt up on it. Tomorrow we'll come back, put slits in it, drop an onion plant. That's the plan. We'll see how it works. But I was sure impressed with what they had, and when they were picking great big onions. And I'm going to put in the middle of all my rows, and on some of my rows, we're putting down landscape fabric this year on all of it. And I ordered that, and I got that in there, and I'm going to cut down on all this hoeing. Plus, we're going to put drip irrigation in everything but the potatoes. We didn't put drip irrigation on it. Probably won't put it on the sweet potatoes, but that's what we're going to do. So thought we'd show you how we're going to do it and see what you think. All right, it's the next day, and when I began to throw up a furrow to plant these onions on yesterday, the ground was too wet. It was clumping up on me, and I didn't like it. So I tilled it yesterday again twice, and then I came in this morning early, came back out here and tilled it another time, and I think we got it now. It's powdery enough, I think, where we can throw a good furrow up. But let me show you this drip tape. What we're going to do, we're just going to use the groove that the tiller made. You can see runs all the way down. We're going to go down through there, and I'm going to show you this tape, this drip tape. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a slit right there. This tape has a groove on this side, and that's the side you want up, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to run this down through there, and we're going to lay this tape in that furrow, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what we'll do next. All right, we got our drip tape in. You can see all the way down. It's facing the right, I say the right side. You can turn it any way you want to, I believe, but I've chosen to cover this up, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my Hiller furrower now, and I'm going to throw a furrow up on that, and then we're going to plant these up high. The nice thing about this is a junior kit from Grower Solution. It's 10 50-foot rows. You get 500 feet of that tape, and then they give you all the tubing and everything to hook up. The nice thing about this is you can feed through a fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. You can water and you can feed, and this is usable year after year, so you don't have to worry about that. So I don't know, it probably lasts 4 or 5 years, I don't know, but it's reasonable enough. The kit was, I want to think, was $69, and it comes with everything. But let's get the Hiller furrow and we'll cover this up. part 2. Let's go look. Dirt's still clotting a little bit. As you can see our tape, we got our tape on both ends. And it's down there pretty good. Now comes the fun part. I don't know if you can see that old pine tree right there, but she's blowing pretty good. We're going to cover this with 6mm black plastic. And you might be saying to yourself, that seems like a lot of work to me. Well, it is. But what is the most time-consuming time you have in your garden? Weeding. And besides that, I want to see if I can grow these onions under that plastic like they did, like I saw. I believe we can. So, wind or not, we're fixing to get some plastic out. Well, you missed the rodeo yesterday. Got the black plastic down. The wind was blowing. Oh, it's bad. But I didn't want to put you through all of it. But I got it down finally. And it's early morning here. You can see this storm system's moving in. And we're going to get these onions in early. I'm going to show you how we're going to put them in. We've got our drip tape underneath. There it is. And I'm going to plug the other end. I'll show you how to do that, but that's going to be another video next week. We're going to get these onions in. I'll come back and fertilize next week. I'll put some fertilizer in there underneath. And let's get these onions in. All right, my onion seedlings are not ready to plant yet. So I went down and got some. These are yellow onions. Not sure what they are, Texas Sweets, I think. But what we're going to do, basically all we're going to do, we're going to make a slit in that plastic. And we're going to stick that onion down in there. We want to leave it up a little bit. We don't want to make too big a slit because we'd be defeating our purpose. About 8 inches apart or so is all we want. And I went back and watched the video of Danny and Wanda over at Deep South picking these at that U-Picket place. And folks, I believe this will work. It worked for those people. And so that's the way we're going to do it. I'll come back next week. We'll water these in. I'll come back next week and we'll drop a teaspoon of Triple 13 down in that hole. And I believe this is going to save us a lot of problems, a lot of heartache as far as weeding, and I'm excited to see this. It's an experiment for me as well. I haven't ever done this before, so I'll not bore you with all this, but that's basically what we're going to do, and I'll keep you updated and through the year and see how they're doing. But there's our onions. They're in. I'm gonna plant some potatoes down on that other end. I got a few potatoes left over. But that's our drip irrigation, and our onions are in. So it's supposed to rain next few days, so we're gonna call it quits in the garden. Hope this helps somebody out. We're gonna learn together on this onions under the black plastic. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll do something different. I like to try different things. So hey, appreciate y'all watching. See you next time.